Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Here comes the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, gave the defender the business. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Moss. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry up. The give out of the gun. Gets away from one. He's got space. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Spears. Really disciplined job by the... get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Escapes trouble. Moving away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Flanagan. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Bringing it back, it's McGooligan. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Coleman.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He's back to throw on second down. They're trying to get to him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
But last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Gets away from one. Slings it downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7 over the Royals. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Moss. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. At the 45, on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lindsey.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Catch in the middle, it's McGooligan. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. To throw, it's Moss. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's loose. Obliterates him, still on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket, just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal coming up here. Quarterback checking off. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels. And impressive. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Marshall was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Chad Pennington used to deliver in his days there in Huntington. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position for them.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think and put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass, it's Moss. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. And they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got him downfield. Lowers those pads. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's going to pass on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Good right down the boulevard. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Moss. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air, it's Flanagan. He's got him this time. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the single back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Flanagan. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Not much running. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown tie! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
To the air, it's Moss. Dances away from the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll go back to the air on second down. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Back to throw, it's Flanagan. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
So much for the touchback. Here it comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
He's going to let it go. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen on the surf turf, I'm not sure anything is going to change.
Take over.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Moss. He finds his man. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Looking to throw on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block, and the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Flanagan. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Grab near the marker. It's Lindsey. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll go back to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it behind the line. It's Green. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
28.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Take over. First and 10.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
We need this quarterback to put up some monster numbers. He's putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Movement here from the tight end. The run from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle he looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking for a crease, it's Hill. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. On the move. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the grab on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Moss. Trying to get to him. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on third down.
Longer. Down. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. They won the game today. That's